I want to ask you a question that terrifies 99% of the men watching this video. And I don't want you to answer it quickly. I want you to sit with it. If I took away the company, if I stripped the founder title from your LinkedIn, if I drained the bank account and repossessed the assets, who's left in the chair? For most of us, the answer is no one. Because we've spent the last decade building a kingdom to hide the fact that there is no king. We've confused function with essence. We've confused what we are with who we are. And because of this confusion, we're fragile. We're successful, yes, but we're fragile. Because if the market crashes, we crash. If the deal falls through, our self-worth falls through. Today, we're going to perform surgery on our identity. We're going to separate the man from the machine. Let's look at the syntax of your life. When someone asks you, "Who are you?" what do you say? I'm a CEO. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a millionaire. Grammatically, that's a lie. You're not a CEO. You do CEO. CEO is a function. It's a hat you wear. It's a role you play in the theater of commerce. But it isn't you. When you collapse your identity into your function, you commit the I am error. And this error is lethal for a leader. Why? Because it binds your emotional stability to external variables you can't control. When the P&L is green, you feel like a god. When the P&L is red, you feel like a failure. When the investors are happy, you're confident. When the investors are anxious, you're suicidal. You're being whipped around by the wind because you have anchored your soul to a boat that is designed to move. You're not the captain of the ship. You've become the hull. You feel every wave. This is why you can't sleep, or this is why you're anxious. You're terrified that if the business stops, you cease to exist. We need to create a separation. The resurrection standard requires you to view your life through a specific metaphor: the pilot and the plane. What you are is the plane. That's your business. That's your body. That's your bank account. That's your reputation. The plane is a vehicle. It's designed to be flown. It's designed to take damage. It's designed to perform a mission. Someday, the plane will be retired, or it'll crash, or you'll sell it. Who you are is the pilot. The pilot is the consciousness inside the machine. The pilot is your character, your values, your spirit, your connection to God. The best pilots in the world love their jets. They take care of them. They know every switch and dial. But they never think they're the jet. If the engine fails, the pilot doesn't panic and say, "I'm broken." He says, "The machine is broken. I need to eject, fix it, or get a new machine." Do you see the difference? One is fatal. The other is tactical. When you know who you are, you become anti-fragile. You can lose the business on Monday and start a new one on Tuesday because the asset was never the company. The asset was you. Now let's talk ROI. Why does this matter for your bottom line? Because attachment creates fear, and fear makes you stupid. You can't negotiate effectively if you need the deal to validate your existence. If you walk into a boardroom and you need them to say yes so that you can feel worthy of love, they can smell it on you. You have no leverage. But the man who knows his identity, he walks in with lethal detachment. He wants the deal. He is prepared for the deal. But he does not need the deal to be a man. If they say no, he walks away without his pulse rising one beat. That energy is magnetic. That energy commands respect. That's the energy of a king, not a court jester begging for applause. Your business will actually grow faster when you stop gripping it so tight. When you realize it's just a game and you're the player, you start playing to win instead of playing not to lose. So, we go back to the question I asked at the beginning. If I burn the company down, who's left? If the answer is no one, we have work to do. You have spent too much time polishing the plane and zero time training the pilot. It's time to find out who you are when the room is quiet. It's time to build an identity that is fireproof, recession-proof, and failure-proof. If you're a founder who feels trapped inside his own creation, if you're successful but terrified of losing it all, I invite you to apply for the Resurrection Strategy Call. We aren't just going to look at your P&L. We are going to look at the man running it. We are going to separate the identity from the function so you can lead with absolute power. I am Acusio Bivona. I'll see you in the work.